follows the Supreme Personality of Goddess was pleased by the behavior of Bali Maharaj. Thus, the Lord placed him on the planet Sutala, and thereafter, bestowing benedictions upon him, the Lord agreed to become his Guru. Bali Maharaj was extremely truthful. Being unable to keep his promise, he was very much afraid, for he knew that one who has deviated from truthfulness is insignificant in the eyes of himself. An exalted person can suffer the consequences of hellish life, but he is very much afraid of being defamed for deviation from the truth. Bali Maharaj agreed with great pleasure to accept the punishment awarded him by the Supreme Personality. In Bali Maharaj's dynasty, there were many asuras who, because of their enmity toward Vishnu, had achieved a destination so exalted that of Bali Maharaj specifically remembered the determination of Prahlad Maharaj in devotional service. Considering all these points, he decided to give his head in charity as the place for Vishnu's third. Bali Maharaj also considered how great personalities give up their family relationship and material possessions to satisfy the sweet personality. Indeed, they sometimes even sacrifice their lives for the sacrifice of the Lord just to become his personal servants. Accordingly, by following in the footsteps of previous acharyas and devotees, Bali Maharaj perceived himself as such. When Bali Maharaj, having been arrested by the ropes of Varuna, was offering prayers to the Lord, his grandfather Prahlad Maharaj appeared there and described how the Supreme Personality of Godhead had delivered Bali Maharaj by taking his possession in a tricky. Prahlad Maharaj will come there. While Prahlad Maharaj was present, Lord Brahma and Bali's wife Vindhyavali described the supremacy of the Supreme Lord. Since Bali Maharaj had given everything to the Lord, they prayed for his release. The Lord then described how a non-devotee's possession is a benediction from the how a non-devotee's possession of wealth is a danger, whereas a devotee's affluence is a benediction from the. Then, being pleased with Bali Maharaj, the Supreme Lord offered his disc to protect Bali Maharaj and promised to remain with him. Okay. Text 1. Sri Shuka Uvacha Evam Viprakrito Rajan Bali Bhagavatasura Vidyamano Vipnatma Vyayaha Vikalvam Vacha Sri Shuka Uvacha Sri Shuka said Evam thus as aforementioned Viprakrita having been put into great difficulty Rajan of King Bali Maharaj Bali Bhagavata by the personality of Godhead Vamandev Asura, the king of the Asuras, Vidyamana Api, although situated in this uncomfortable position. Abhinnatma, without being undisturbed in my body or mind. Pratyaha replied, Avikalmam, undisturbed. Vacha, the fourth person. Sukhdev Goswami said, O king, although the Supreme Personality of Godhead was superficially seen to have acted mischief toward Bali Maharaj, superficial, Bali Maharaj was fixed in his determination. Considering himself not to have fulfilled his promise, he spoke as follows. Sri Baliruvacha Yaduttam Shlok Bhavanamameritam Pacho Velikam Sarvahyamanyate Karomyartam Tanna Bhaved Pralambanam Padam Tritiyam Purushrishni Me Nijam Padam Tritiyam Purushrishni Me Nijam Sri Balivacha Balimara said Yati Iftam Shloko Sukar Bhavani Urusat Mama I Kiritam promised Vachaha words Vyalikam false Surya Varya open false Suraj that God Manyate you think so Karomi I shall make it Pratam so that now not Bhavet will become Pralambanam Chi Padam Tritiyam the third just do it. Srishni on the head, may my Nijam your lotus feet. Bali Maharaj said, O best personality of Godhead, most merciful for all the demigods. If you think that my promise had become false, I shall certainly rectify matters to make it truthful. I cannot allow my promise to be false. Please, therefore, place your third lotus step on my head. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Bali Maharaj could understand the pretense of Lord Vamandeva, who had taken the side of the demigods and come before him as a beggar. Although the Lord's purpose was to cheat him, okay, could understand why Vamandeva had come here, and taking demigod side, everything. Although the Lord's purpose was to cheat him, Bali Maharaj took pleasure in understanding how the Lord will cheat his devotee to glorify the devotee's position. Very wonderful line. Bali Maharaj took pleasure in understanding how the Lord will cheat his devotee to glorify the devotee's position. Sometimes devotees say, "Are why this devotee was doing so much bhakti, so much service? Why he got this problem, that problem?" Krishna may sometimes give problem to glorify the devotee's position. How you see, even though this much problem, but still my devotee overcome the problem. How like Prahlad Maharaj so much trouble, but he was always Hira, self, he was always not disturbed. So that true the glories of it. It is said that when there will be problem, then only the real glories will come out, right? It is said that God is good. Otherwise, what will happen? People will say, anyway, you have no problem in life. Everything is said, so you are able to do mala. You are happy. Uh, You have to come to our side, see how much problem we are suffering. Then you will understand real life. You are lucky, no responsibility, nothing. So you are simply, you can chant whole day, but we have so much family responsibility, office responsibility. So for you, this bhajan is good. For us, so much responsibility. So that is why Krishna will, if everything is nice, then people will talk like this about devotee. For them, what is the problem? They are everything settled, so they can chant. Baba, we have so many things to see. You know? So devotee also Krishna will give them some problem, and they will it will be shown that see, even after having so many responsibility, even after having so many problems, my devotees still chant my name and they still glorify me, and they are still not disturbed. That's the glory of my devotees. So Krishna wants to show this. It is said that God is good, and this is the fact, whether he cheats or rewards. See that whether he cheats or rewards, both are good. Bali Maharaj therefore addressed him as Vishnu. Your Lordship, he said, you are always praised with the best of selected verses. Shloka. On behalf of the demigods, you disgraced yourself, cheat me, saying that you wanted only 3 pieces of land. But later you expanded your body to such an extent that with you could cover the entire universe. Because you are working on behalf of your devotees, you do not regard this as cheating. Never mind, I cannot be considered a devotee. Bali Maharaj saying, I cannot be considered a devotee. Nonetheless, because although you are the husband of the goddess of fortune, you have come to me to beg, I must satisfy you the best of my ability. So please do not think that I wanted to cheat you. I must fulfill my promise. I still have my body. When I place my body for your satisfaction, please put your third step on my head. Since the Lord has covered the entire universe with 2 steps, one might ask how Bali Maharaj had could be sufficient for a third step. Bali Maharaj, however, thought that the possessor of wealth must be greater than the possessor. Therefore, although the Lord had taken all his possessions, the head of Bali Maharaj, possessor, would provide adequate place for Lord's studies. Very nice. विभेमि नाहम निर्यात पदच्युतो नापाश बंधाद व्यसनात् दुरत्ययात् नैवार्थ कृच्छात् भवतो विनिग्रहात् असाधु बाधात् विजेय विभेमि I do fear no not aham I niryat from a position in hell. Padachita, nor do I fear being deprived of my position. Na nor Pashabandat from being arrested by the ropes of Varuna. Vesna, nor from the distress. Duratyayat, which was unbearable for me. Na nor Eva, certainly Arthakritshrat, because of poverty or scarcity of money. Bhavata, of your lordship, Vinigraha, from the punishment I am now suffering. Asadu Vadat, from defamation, Prasham very much yes, Yatha. Bali Maharaj saying, I do not fear being deprived of all my possessions, living in hellish life, being arrested for poverty by the ropes of work, or being punished by you as much as I feared. Although Bali Maharaj fully surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he could not tolerate being defamed for cheating a Brahman brahmachari. Being quite alert in regard to his reputation, he thought deeply about how to prevent being defamed. The Lord therefore gave him the good counsel to prevent defamation by offering his head. Prabhupada saying that Lord only gave him this idea that you offer your head. Okay. So a Vaishnava does not fear any punishment. Narayana para sarvena kutasyan vidyate. Pumsam salagyatamam manye dandam arhatam arpitam yam na mata pita bhrata subuddhasya dishan. Whom some of men Shlagyatamam the most exalted Manye I consider Dandam punishment Arhatam Arpitam given by you, the Supreme Worship Lord, Yam, which na neither Mata, mother, Pita, father, Bhrata, brother, Surda, friend, child. So Adi Shanti offer he indeed. Although father, mother, brother, or friend may sometimes punish one as a well-wisher, they never punish their subordinate like this. But because you are the most worshipful Lord, I regard the punishment you have given as guarded. Punishment meted out by the Supreme Personality Godhead is accepted by the devotee as the greatest mercy. Very, very important shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam for our daily life. Tattenukampam samikshamaну Gunjanevatma kritam vipakam Hridvag Bhakul Namaste Jivet Yo Mukti Pade Sadaya Bhag. One who seeks your compassion and thus tolerates all kinds of adverse conditions due to the karma of his past deeds, who always engages in your devotional service with his mind, words, and body, and who always offers obeisances to you, is certainly a bona fide candidate for liberation. Brahmaji said this. A devotee knows that so-called punishment by the Supreme Personality of Godhead is only his favor to correct his defeat and bring him to the right path. Therefore, the punishment awarded by the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be compared to even the greatest benefit. Even the greatest benefit awarded by one's material father, mother, brother. What is that? Punishment awarded by the God, Supreme Personality of God, Krishna. That punishment cannot be compared to even the greatest benefit awarded by mother, father, or friend, brother. Okay, so their benediction itself has no comparison with the punishment of God. You see, Kam nunam suranam na paroksha parmo yono nekam dandhanam vibrasham chakshuradish. Come, your lordship, Nunam, indeed, Asranam of the demons, now as we are Paroksha, indirect Paramaha, the Supreme Guru, the spiritual master, yeah, your lordship now offers Anek many other Andanam, blinded by material appearances, Vibramsam, destroying our false prestige, Chakshu, the eye of knowledge, Adishakti. Since your lordship is indirectly the greatest beneficiary of you act for our best welfare. What he's saying, since your lordship is indirectly the greatest welfare of us, you act for our best welfare by posing us if our enemy. Because demons like us always aspire position of us. By chastising us, you give us the eyes by which to see the. By chastising us, you give us the eyes by which to see the. Bali Maharaj considers the Supreme Personality quality better friend to the demons than to the demigods. In the material world, the more one gets material possessions, the more he becomes blind to spiritual life. The demigods are devotees of the Lord for the sake of material possessions. Okay, the demigods are the devotee of the Lord for the sake of material possessions. But although the demons apparently do not have the Supreme Personality Godhead on their side, he always acts as their well-wisher by depriving them of their position. So false prestige. By false prestige, one is misguided, so the Supreme Lord takes away their position of false prestige as a special favor. Because if false prestige is there, one may get misguided. So because of this, Krishna takes the false prestige so that devotee can easily surrender to Krishna. That's why Bali Maharaj is saying that Krishna is actually more favorable to demons compared to demigods. Okay. Yasmin Vairanu Bandena Vivudene Vibude Tara Bahavo Levire Siddhim Yanu Hekant Yogina Tena Ham Nidreto Asmi Bhakta Puri Karmana Bhaddasya Varunai Pashainar Tivrine Na Chavyate. Yasmin unto Vairan Vandena by continuously treating as an enemy, Prena formerly by such intelligence, Vibhuda Itara, the demons, those other than the demigods. Bhava, many of them, Levire, achieved Siddhim perfection, Yam which you have. It is well known. Ekant Yogina equal to the achievement of the great mystic yogis. Tena, therefore, I decree the Asmi, although I am being punished, by your lordship, Puri Karna, wonderful thing. Baddacha, I am arrested and bound. Varunai Pashai by the troops of Varuna, Na Ati Vide, I am not at all ashamed of this Nacha Vyate, nor am I suffering very much. Many demons who were continuously inimical toward you finally achieved the perfection of great mystic yogis. Bali Maharaj saying because many demons when they are killed by Krishna, they achieve the liberation, which is actually achieved by many perfect great mystic yogis. So your lordship can perform one work to serve many purposes. And consequently, although you have punished me in many ways, I do not feel ashamed of having been arrested by the ropes of Varna, nor do I feel aggrieved. Bali Maharaj appreciated the Lord's mercy not only upon him but upon many other demons also. See, that's how the demons will look at everything. And he's a devotee. So Bali Maharaj is a great devotee, so he's seeing everything as the mercy of Krishna. Somebody will say, Are Krishna is always killing demons. So he's saying it's a great mercy to him. Because what destination yogis will get, that these demons are also getting without doing anything, that Krishna is really merciful. So some people have to do thought of this, that, and then only they will achieve that mukti. But demons are do all the nonsense. Krishna kills them and they attain mukti, so that they are more favorable. Demons are compared to devotees. Demigods. So Bali Maharaj appreciated the Lord's mercy not only upon him but upon many other demons. Because this mercy is liberally distributed, the Supreme Lord is called all merciful. Bali Maharaj was indeed a fully surrendered devotee, but even some demons who were not at all devotees but merely enemies of the Lord attained the same exact achievement mystic yogi. Thus Bali Maharaj could understand that the Lord has some hidden purpose in punishing them. Consequently, he was neither unhappy nor ashamed because of the awkward position in which he had been put by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. पितामहु में भवदीय सम्मता प्रहलाद आविष्कृत साधुपादा भवद्विपक्षेण विचित्र वैश संप्राप्तितस्त्वं परमः पवित्रा Pitamaha, grandfather name my Bhavati Sammata, approved by the devotees of your lordship, Praharada, Prahlad Maharaj, Aviskrit Sadhuvada, famous being selected everywhere as a devotee, Bhavat Pakshina, going against you, Vichitra Vaisesam, 25 kinds of harassment, Samprapti suffered from you, Brahma, the supreme shelter, Swapitra by his own father. My grandfather, Prahlad Maharaj, is famous, being recognized by all your devotees. Everybody, all the devotees saying Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. So, my grandfather, Prahlad Maharaj, is very famous, being recognized by all your devotees, although harassed in many ways by his father, Hiranyakashipu. So much harassment. He still remained faithful, taking shelter at Gulu's feet. A pure devotee like Prahlad Maharaj, although harassed circumstantially in many ways, never gives up the shelter of the Supreme Person to take shelter of anyone else. Are Baba, if somebody is already in the this is great foolishness. If somebody is thinking now, after leaving Krishna, there is some other person, some other place where I can take shelter. Supreme shelter is Krishna, and if you are leaving Krishna and going somewhere else, what is the use? Okay. So a pure devotee, he never complains against the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vivid example is Prahlad Maharaj. Examining the life of Prahlad Maharaj, we can see the how severely he was harassed by his own father, Hiranyakashipu. Yet he did not divert his attention from the Lord if the smallest extent. Bali Maharaj, following the footsteps of his grandfather Prahlad Maharaj, remained fixed in his devotion to the Lord despite of the Lord's having punished. Actually, some people say, "Na, Prabhuji, my parents are not allowing me to do bhakti. They are shouting at me. My husband is shouting. My wife is shouting. My boss is shouting. My family members not like me chanting Hare Krishna." It's okay. You can still chant because you see, nobody is giving torture like Prahlad Maharaj received from Hiranyakashipu. Nobody is putting you inside the hot boiling oil. Nobody is throwing you from the tip of a mountain. Nobody is throwing you in front of a mad elephant. Nobody is throwing you in a place where all the deadly snakes are there. Okay, so nobody is doing that. So it's not that problem, but still people are disturbed because Prahlad Maharaj was not disturbed, even though such a great problem were given, but he was not at all disturbed. Kim, what is the okay? This is not a किमात्मा किमात्मनानेन जहाति योऽनन्तः किं रिक्तहारैः स्वजनाख्यतस्युभिः किं जायया संसृतिहेतुभूत्या मर्त्यस्य गेहैः किमिहायुषो वयः किं what is the you what is the you atmana anena by this body jahati gives us yeah with body antata at the end of life. Kim, what is the use? Riktahari, the plunderers of well. Swajan Akhyatasyubi, those who are actually plunderers, but who pass by the name of relatives. Kim, what is the use? Jaya of five something. Hetu Bhutaya, who is the source of increasing material conditions. Martyasya, a person should die. Gehay of houses, family, and community. Kim, what is the use? Yeah, in which house? Ayusha of the duration of life. Simply based. Nice verse. Okay. So, Balimar is saying, what is the use of material body which ultimately leaves its owner at the end of life? What is the use? Anyway, it will leave. And what is the use of one's family members who are actually planters taking away money that is useful for the service of the Lord in spiritual life? He is saying if this money can be used for Krishna's service, but these family members are taking money, so they are the plunderers. What is the use of a wife? She is only the source of material condition. And what is the use of family, home, country, and community? Attachment for them merely wastes the valuable energy of one's lifetime. And people are so much attached to the family and country and nation and wasting all their energy. Just think if all these people who are too much nation, they are shouting, na, they are playing like nation, my nation, your nation, let's fight. And If they become Krishna consciousness, there is no fight because they will understand actually this all material thing, my nation, your nation, my country, your country, this all material thing. Everything belongs to Krishna, so let's not fight about this. See, what is the use of fight? Some object is there. For example, this pen is there, marker. So this belongs to me. Okay. For example, now two people are fighting. Hey, this is mine and this is. What is the use of their fight? Actually, it belongs to me. Whenever I'll come, I'll take. They cannot stop me also. It is given to them. Okay, you use, and when I want, I will take it away. I'll throw you out. Or you can say another way, like in one building, two flats are there. So one flat wala, like whole building belongs to one person, but these flats are given to different people on rent or for some purpose. But they are fighting. This building is mine. This building is mine, and they are fighting every day. They are fighting, too much fighting. One day owners comes, what happening? Both are fighting. Wasted your life. Go out. He will throw both out of the building. So whole life they wasted na for fighting something which never belongs to them. So that's why people are fighting. My country, my state, your state. What is the point here? You're wasting, that's why Balima is saying, wasting your valuable energy of lifetime. Valuable energy means like, because this energy you can utilize in understanding Krishna, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, so that is the idea that one should not get into this material thing because anyway, what is the use? He's saying, what is the use of this family, home, country, and community attachment for them merely waste the value energy of one's life. Simply it is waste of time, energy, and nothing belongs to us, so no need to do. So actually, if this concept has come, na, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, everything belongs to Him. We are the servant of Krishna, so we want whatever we want as per our need, we can take and utilize. Then there won't be any fight in the world and world will become peaceful. So Krishna says if you understand this point, then Shanti meva richati. You will get peace. Okay. The Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna advises Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Give up all other varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. The common man does not appreciate such a statement by the Supreme Personality of Godhead because he thinks that during his lifetime, his family, society, country, body, and relatives are everything. This is the biggest illusion. Why should one give up any one of them and take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? But from the behavior of great personalities like Prahlad Maharaj and Bali Maharaj, we understand that surrendering to the Lord is the right action for an Indian person. Okay, Prahlad Maharaj took shelter of Vishnu against the will of his father. Such a bold step. Similarly, Bali Maharaj took shelter of Vamandev against the will of his spiritual master Sukracharya and all the leading demons. This is a very great uh, point here because it's not very easy going against father's will, and father is not some normal fellow. He's the biggest man in the world. Okay, yeah, all the sun, moon, Indra, Varuna, Chandra, everybody is Hiranyakashipu ji. What can I do for you? That is their position. Surya, sun will say, see, today this is the time for me to come out. Should I come out? No. I still want to sleep. Wait. Everything will work as per the direction or desire of Hiranyakasipu. That was powerful person. Everybody was under his control except his own son. It's not a very easy job. Okay. So Shukracharya. So Prahlad Maharaj took shelter of Vishnu against the will of his father Hiranyakashipu. Similarly, Bali Maharaj took shelter of Vamandev against the will of his spiritual master Shukracharya and all the leading demons. People may be surprised that devotees like Prahlad Maharaj and Bali Maharaj could seek shelter of the side of the enemy, giving up the natural affinity for family, hurt, and home. How it is possible? है ना? Prabhupada saying people may be surprised, अरे बाबा अपना पिता को छोड़ के कैसे चला गया? How can he make somebody else to kill his own father? Do you see that ISKCON famous painting of Lord Narsinghdev? Wonderful painting it is. So this boy Prahlad is holding a garland. For whom? You want to offer the garland to whom? You want to offer the garland to the murderer of his own father. Just now, recently, fresh murder happened. Lord Narsimdev came and killed Hiranyakashipu. And Hiranyakashipu's son is saying, very nice, take this garland, you did nice. Who will offer garland to the killer of the father? Eh? Rather than calling police, he is offering garland on prayers, stutis. Oh, you are this, you are this. So people may think, what kind of son is this? And here Bali Maharaj, what kind of disciple is he? He is not following Guru's order only. Sometimes these things will come. Okay, people will say like that. When these Brahmana Patnis went and gave prasad and food to Krishna, people, their husband and brothers asked, "Are why you are going against the will of your husband? How can you go?" But they went for what purpose? For pleasing Krishna, and they are glorified. Bhagavatam is glorifying. And later on, their husband also understood, and they also came and offered obeisances to Krishna and asked for forgiveness. So that's why Prabhupada is saying people may be surprised that devotees like Prahlad Maharaj and Bali Maharaj could seek shelter of the side of the enemy, giving up the natural affinity for family hurt and home. In this connection, Bali Maharaj explains that the body, which is the center of all material activities, is also a foreign element. Even though we want to keep the body fit and helpful to our activities, the body cannot continue eternally. Although I am the soul which is eternal, after this body for some time, I have to accept another body. Tatha Dhyantara Prapti. According to the laws of nature, unless I enter some service with my body for advancement in devotional service, one should not use the body for any other purpose. One must know that if he uses the body for any other purpose, he is simply wasting time. But as soon as the time is right, the soul will ultimately leave the body. Okay, so one has to understand. Actually, many people are thinking that this is my house, this is my car, this is my family, this is my country. So they are trying to show their possession on these things, but these people don't even know that actually this body itself does not belong to them. Forget about any other. How can you claim your proprietorship over your car, your bangla, your this that? The body itself does not belong to us. One day we have to leave the body also. This is the real fact people are not able to understand, but that's if you are not able to understand, it's okay. Because I'm not able to understand, that does not make change in the nature's law or Krishna. Because I'm not believing, that doesn't make the nature to change the rule. Oh, I don't believe there is God. So what? Who are you? You believe or don't believe God exists, death will come. Krishna says, if you believe, it's okay. If you don't believe, I'll come as the death, and you have to believe. Ah, ah. Okay, so it's very complicated thing to not think that this body is mine. First of all, that is another big. First of all, thinking that I'm not body is a big deal. Thinking ourselves separate from body is not that easy job. Okay, I am wearing this shawl, this cloth, so I have a feeling, idea that I am wearing this one. And Gita says you are wearing the body also. Like you change the cloth, so soul changes body. Like it's like dress. It is like dress. So the feeling which I have for this dress, do I have the same feeling for this dress? This is the dress. So that realization is the first thing. Not easy. That's why we have to take things process very seriously. It's not like just chal raha hai, okay, chant kar liya, okay, no problem. Sometimes we'll go temple, sometimes read Bhagavad Gita, sometimes chant, no problem. Anyway, I'm doing that, it's okay. It's not that. You have to take it as the first priority of the life, first activity. You know? Then, like, whatever happens, people will eat or not. Whether it's a lockdown or not, whether it's, you are too busy or not, you will eat or not. You'll eat. Sometimes there is a delay in home, people will go in hotel. Suppose you did not take your lunch in office. You'll go and eat in hotel. Now you'll not say, I did not bring from my lunch. You'll eat in hotel, restaurant. So, it is not that easy. Anyway, we are very interested in society, friendship, and love. But what are they? Those in the garb of friends and relatives merely plunder the hard-earned money of the bewildered soul. They take off all the money. Everyone is affectionate toward his wife and is attached to her. But what is his wife? The wife is called Stri, which means one who expands the material condition. If a person lives without a wife, his material conditions are less extensive. As soon as one marries and is connected with the wife, his material necessities increases. That's why the word Istri itself means Vistar. Okay, Istri means Vistar. Everything will get expanded in your life now. And material conditioning also will expand. Okay, everything has to be. Now you have one plate. After marriage, you have to have two plates. You have one glass, you have two glass. You can stay now in one room, but you have to have at least little bit more kitchen and this that. Everything has to expand, and then the family will expand. So that's why the women is called istri in Sanskrit. Okay, so it's like that. So as soon as one marries and is connected with a wife, his material necessities increase. पुंसा स्त्रियामितुनिभावम् एतं तयोर्मितोर्दया ग्रन्थिम् आहु अतो ग्रहचेत सुताप्तवित्ते जनस्य मोहो अयमहं ममेति aham mameti. This is the whole cause of our problem. We are struggling in this material world because of this aham mameti. What is the ahamatva mamatva? This is mine, mera, 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 my, I. The attraction between male and female is the basic principle of material existence. This is Rishabdev is saying in 5th canto. Lord Rishabdev is also one of the incarnation of Krishna. He is saying the main principle or main cause for our material existence, why we are existing in this material world, the main cause is the attraction between male and female. On the basis of this misconception, which it ties together the hearts of the male and female, one becomes attracted to his body, home. One becomes attracted to his body, home, property, children, relatives, and wealth. Atah Gracheta Sutabda Vitte. In this way, one increases life's illusion and thinks in terms of I and mine. Okay, so the cause of material existence is attraction between male and female, and on this, based on this misconception, this is all misconception only. And this ties the knots, a tight knot between the heart of male and becomes and then when this knot is there, they are tied up, their attraction for his body, property, children, relative, and wealth, everything increases. If there is no this opposite sex in the world, why people will try to decorate, why people, nothing will happen, all the cosmetic industry will close. Okay, you just make any house, you just make any dress, what does it, doesn't matter on. Who cares what your hairstyle is? There is no woman in the world. Who cares? You know? There is no men in the world. Who cares how your eyelashes are? Who cares? So this is all thing going. And then they get into this trap. This is my house. This is my child. This is my wife. This is my husband. This is my wife's mother-in-law. This is the father-in-law. This is so many. And they expense automatically. Expense. Like, as soon as you marry, family expense. Na, you had one mother, not two mother. Okay, everything expense. And then person thinks in illusion. Is the illusion also expense? And he thinks in terms of I and mine. Human life is meant for self-realization, not for increasing unwanted things. Actually, a wife increases unwanted things. One's lifetime, one's own. Okay, one's lifetime, one's home, and everything one has, if not properly used in the service of Krishna, are all sources of material conditions of perpetual suffering under the threefold misery, adhyatmika, adhivautika, and adhyatmika. If anything we have, if it is not being used in the service of Krishna, it is the cause of our misery. This is a simple thing to understand. Unfortunately, there is no institution in human society for education on this subject. Nobody is teaching this. This is most unfortunate situation that nobody is teaching this. Everybody is suffering, and nobody is teaching how to get rid of this suffering. Everybody is getting married and suffering and suffering and suffering. So many problems, but they don't know how to. And nobody is trying to teach them what is the real purpose of marriage. So people are kept in darkness about the goal of life. Nobody knows nowadays goal of life, and thus there is a continuous struggle for existence. We speak of survival of the fittest, but no one survives, for no one is free under material conditions. Okay. इत्थं सनिश्चित्य पितामहो महान् नगाध बोधो भवता पाद पद्म ध्रुवं प्रपेदे हि कुतो भयं जनात् भीता स्वपक्ष क्षपणस्य सत्तम. Ittam, because of this, as stated above, saha he Prahlad Maharaj, Nishitya, definitely deciding on this point. Pitamaha, my grandfather Mahan, the great devotee, Agad Bodha, my grandfather who received unlimited knowledge because of devotional service. Bhavata of your Lordship, Pada Padmam, the Lord's Dhruvam, the infallible center, Prapede, surrendered he indeed. Akuta Bhayam, completely free of fear. Janat, from ordinary common people. Gita, being afraid. Swapaksha Chapanasya, of your Lordship who killed the demon on our own side. Sattama, O best of the best. My grandfather, the best of all men who achieved unlimited knowledge and was merciful for everyone, was afraid of the common man in this world. Prahlad Maharaj, talking of Prahlad Maharaj. Being fully convinced of the substantiality, being fully convinced of the substantiality afforded by shelter at your lotus feet, he took shelter of your lotus feet against the will of his father and demonic friends who were killed by your himself. अथाहमप्यात्मरिपोस् तव वान्तिकं दैवेन नीता प्रसवं त्याजित श्रीः इदं कृतान्तान्तिकवर्ति जीवितं यया स्तब्धमतिर्न बुध्यते. Therefore am I api also Atmaripo, who were the traditional enemy of the family, Tava of your good self, Antikam the shelter, Daivena by protest, brought in Prasabham by post Tyajit, bereft of Shri, all of the Idam, this philosophy by Krita Antyavarti, always given the facility for their Jivitam, duration of life, Yaya by such material, Adurvam as temporary, Estabdamati Satinan, person now, that they cannot understand. Only by providence have I been forcibly brought under your lotus feet and deprived of all my opulences because of the illusion created by temporary opulence. People in general who live under material conditions, facing accidental death at every moment, do not understand that this life is temporary. Only by providence have I been saved from that condition. Okay, so Bali Maharaj appreciated the actions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, although all the members of the demonic families except Prahlad Maharaj and Bali Maharaj considered Vishnu their eternal traditional enemy. As described by Bali Maharaj, Lord Vishnu was actually not the enemy of the family, but the best friend of the family. The principle of this friendship has already been stated. Yasyahamanugranami harishet dhanushanai. The Lord bestows special favor upon his devotee by taking away all his material opulences. Bali Maharaj appreciated this behavior by the Lord. Therefore, he said, Daivena Nihita Prasnam Tyajit Sri. It is to bring me to the right platform of eternal life that you have put me into these circumstances. Actually, everyone should fear the so-called society, friendship, and love for which he works so hard all day and night. As indicated by Bali Maharaj, the words Janad Bhita, every devotee in Krishna consciousness should always be afraid of the common man engaged in pursuing material prosperity. Such a person is described Pramatta, a madman chasing the will o' the waves. Such men do not know that after a hard struggle for life, one must change his body with no certainty of what kind of body he will receive next. Those who are completely established in Krishna conscious philosophy. So, what kind of body he will receive next? Nobody knows. But those who are completely established in Krishna conscious philosophy and who therefore understand the aim of life will never take the activities of the materialistic dog race. Dog race or rat race, you can say. Nowadays they say rat race. But if a sincere devotee somehow does not fall down, the Lord corrects him and saves him from gliding down to the darkest region of himself. This is the mercy of the Lord. That if a sincere devotee is falling down, going down, getting diverted, Krishna will help him. Adanta Govir Vistam Tamishram Sarvit Sarvananam. Materialistic way of life is nothing but the repeated chewing of that which has already been chewed. Okay, chewing the sweet. This is the material life. Whatever is already chewed, we are trying to chew the same thing. Although there is no profit in such a life, people are enamored of it because of uncontrolled senses. Nunam brahmatta kurte karma. Because of uncontrolled senses, people fully engage in simple activities by which they get a body full of suffering. Bali Maharaj appreciated how the Lord had saved him from such a bewildered life of ignorance. He therefore said that his intelligence had been stunned. He could not understand how the Spirit Personality of Godhead favors devotee by forcibly stopping their materialistic. He could not understand how Krishna is favoring his devotee by possibly stopping their materialistic activities. Many people can't understand that. Some problem comes in life, they feel, Are, what is this? They can very rarely some person will understand this is the mercy of Krishna. So Sri Shukha Vacha. So now this section ends here from 1 to 11. Now second section is from 12 to 23. So now Prahlad Maharaj will come there, and Prahlad Maharaj, Vidyavali and Brahma, they will glorify Bali Maharaj. They will speak about Bali Maharaj. Okay. So okay, just 1 minute.